Hi friends, I'm Father Frank Pavone, National Director of Priests for Life, with Pro-Life Straight Talk, where we expose the evils of abortion and euthanasia with courage, no matter what the consequences. So, the presidential race of 2012 has been decided. Now, 50% of Catholics voted for President Obama, 48% for Romney. Among church-going Catholics, 57% voted for Romney, 42% for Obama. But still, 42%? 50% overall? What were these people thinking? Or what were they not thinking? Certainly the Church has spoken clearly, and we at Priests for Life trumpet the message of the bishops and the Pope about the priority of the right to life. Every other right is dependent upon that. Certainly the Church has spoken clearly about the threats to religious freedom coming from this administration. And we had prayer vigils, and the bishops organized an entire program of prayer and preaching and teaching about the dangers to religious liberty, the danger of the Obama HHS mandate, and still 50% of Catholics vote for him anyway? What part of losing religious freedom do people not understand? What part of dismembering babies do people not understand? We fail to connect the dots. It's one thing to pray and to preach about these issues. Many did a great job, a lot still have to do a better job. But praying and preaching isn't enough. We have to connect the dots for people. So how about voter registration drives in the churches? Or organizing buses to drive people to the polls? Or handing out voter guides to tell the voters about the positions the candidates have on the very issues that you're raising an alarm about? For many churches, oh no, they couldn't do it, they wouldn't do it. They were afraid to do it. You know, there was one state Catholic conference that issued a voter's guide, and it listed the issues in alphabetical order. When some of my colleagues challenged them as to why they didn't list the issues in the priority that the church gives to the issues, starting with life, they said, oh, we might be accused of endorsing a candidate or get into legal trouble for doing that. Getting into legal trouble for teaching the teachings of the church and common sense. Isn't it clear that what we have to do in that case is to teach the teachings, not to be silent about them, or to try to apologize for them, or to hide the teachings? We failed. We failed to connect the dots in various other ways. We should have been giving out more voters' guides in the churches. There's ways to do it that are completely compatible with the law. And we and many other groups produced those legally compatible voters' guides. Oh, but no, some would refuse to do it. We had, for example, some cases where pastors called the police on citizens who were distributing voter education material around the parish, called the police, and in one case took away a child in the police car. We had another case where a great state right to life group that was distributing voter materials was called and threatened with a lawsuit. And you know who did the call? A Catholic priest threatened to sue them. So we have failed, and that's one of the reasons why 50% of Catholics voted to re-elect a man who stands not only for unlimited abortion, but is on the wrong side of the question of religious liberty. And so, brothers and sisters, it's time to redouble our efforts. I promise you that we at Priests for Life will do everything possible, working with you and so many others, to address these issues, to solve these problems, and to defend life and freedom. Continue to work with us, stand with us. Come to ProLifeStraightTalk.com for these and other programs that we will do in the future, addressing and solving these problems. God bless you.